What's not scientifically proven but you think is true? The law of conservation of hassle. The amount of hassle in your life is constant. It cannot be created or destroyed. It only changes form. Our mental problems are mostly created by our lifestyle and how society functions, that is unfit for humans. We created like a crappy zoo for ourselves to domesticate ourselves, but we don't fit in it. Gut feeling. While intuition isn't fully understood, it seems like our subconscious mind picks up on patterns or signals faster than we consciously process them. Trusting your gut often works, though science hasn't completely unraveled how. That there is other animal life in the universe. If you hit the TVAC remote twice on head, it will start working. Blowing in a gaming console cartridge fixes something. If you understand evolution, then it shows that eyes, ears, nerves, etc. developed over time. That means that for long periods of time organisms had no idea that things like sight and sound even existed. This being a scientific fact would lead us to believe that there are things that exist that we have no idea about, because we haven't developed the mechanisms to experience them. Printers are sentient beings, whose only purpose is to drive humanity mad. Most of my parents' generation aka boomers have lead poisoning, and we're starting to see the effects now that they are 60 years old. There are forces that we can't yet see or feel. Telepathy or something like that. My dying girlfriend reached for me during my sleep. She was hospitalized, and had kind of already lost self-awareness due to a recurrent brain cancer she was fighting for well over 7 years. One day I went home to sleep, and during the night I suddenly woke up after hearing her like touching my shoulder and calling my name for help. It all happened in a flash, but I clearly heard her and felt her touch. I rushed to the hospital. Her parents said she had a seizure like half an hour before. We always had a deep connection and was frequently in sync, which we used to call quack moments. After a month in ICU in a deep coma, I finally realized I had to do my part and let her go. So I sung a song of ours in her ears, whispered that I loved her and that she could go. Next thing I heard the monitor beeping like crazy, nurses and doctors rushing in. She was gone. If I avoid wearing Buffalo Bills attire while watching a Bills game on TV, the Bills will win. If I wear so much as a t-shirt, they will lose. Bills 30 Chiefs 21. You're welcome. Thoughts can cause sickness and create healing to a very large extent. Dinosaurs didn't look at all like how they've been depicted. The human experience of ghosts and other supernatural phenomena is so universal across time and cultures that there must be something we're missing. Not necessarily supernatural in itself, but something the human mind does to itself that haven't been sufficiently categorized and explained. I believe energy can be exchanged between people unspoken. Soulmates. I honestly don't believe there was ever a beginning, nor will there ever be an ending to the universe. I believe that it is a never-ending cycle of expansion and then collapse, only to expand again and collapse again forever. Our tiny brain can't comprehend such things. We have to find a way to explain the unexplained. So, the Big Bang Theory was just the beginning of the previous and technical. It has happened an infinite number of times before and will continue to happen an infinite number more times over and over. When you're in a relationship, girls can sense it and are more attracted to you. Runic pyramid has a higher chance to appear if you have a well-laid plan.